3 outdated mindsets preventing wealth despite hard work. Today, I want to share a harsh truth with you. No matter how hard you work, you won't get rich if you don't change these 3 mindsets. The reason you're not earning big money might be that your life perspectives are stuck in the past. Yes, those outdated, obsolete beliefs are silently holding you back from becoming a winner in life. Want to know why? Buckle up, because what's coming might make you uncomfortable, maybe even shocked. But trust me, only by facing these truths can you truly overcome your financial barriers. First, let's confront an uncomfortable fact. Your view on socializing might be outdated. Remember the saying, the more friends you have, the more paths you'll find. Forget it. The reality is, people help you only as much as the benefits you bring them. I'm not exaggerating. This is a bitter truth. I have a friend who was a salesperson for an auto parts company. Once, at a class reunion, he reconnected with a college roommate, now a purchasing manager for a major car brand. Guess what happened? He kept offering drinks and cigarettes to his friend, who cheerfully promised to introduce his company's products. Sounds like a perfect networking story, right? Not so fast. The story doesn't end there. After the party, as I went back to grab my jacket, I saw something heartbreaking. My friend's business card was tossed carelessly on the floor. In that moment, it was as if I heard the sound of shattered illusions. Turns out, connections between friends aren't based on feelings, but on the exchange of benefits, cold and hard. You might say, but I'm great at socializing. All right, let me tell you another story. I have a friend who's a writer. Early in his career, he thought like you. Networking meant attending parties, befriending influential people. Every time he met someone big in the industry, he eagerly asked for their contact info, hoping they'd promote his work. But the result? Most refused to share their details. A few promised to read his work, but never followed up. Sound familiar? But my friend's story doesn't end there. After repeated rejections, he made a bold decision. He cut off all pointless socializing, stayed home, and focused on writing. He downloaded best-selling books from recent years, analyzed every sentence, and wrote at least 4,000 words daily. During this time, he nearly cut off contact with the outside world. Only after finishing his daily work would he go online, read reader feedback, and revise based on their comments. Guess the outcome? In just 2 years, he wrote several best-selling novels, landed on lists of famous and wealthy authors, and those who once ignored him started reaching out, inviting him to collaborate. See the difference? While you're still bending over backward for a phone number, true winners are quietly building their strength. Before we dive deeper, don't forget to follow the channel for more money truths and tips to achieve financial freedom fast. Welcome to the Think Billion X channel. Remember, socializing isn't about friendship, it's about exchange. If you have nothing to offer, even if you enter someone's circle, you're just a passerby, insignificant. So, if you want to stand out in relationships, stop wasting time on meaningless networking. Pour your time and energy into boosting your own value. When you're truly valuable, those who once ignored you will come knocking. But why do your networking efforts keep failing? Let me break down some key reasons. First, you might lack clear goals. Many people network just for the sake of networking, with no specific purpose. They attend every party, join every group, but end up wasting time. Every networking effort should have a clear goal: learning new knowledge, gathering industry insights, or finding collaboration opportunities. Networking without purpose is like a ship without a compass, drifting endlessly. Second, you might lack unique value. In a social setting, what special value can you offer? If the answer is nothing, you're wasting time. People connect with you because you bring them value, knowledge, resources, opportunities, or a unique perspective. If you have nothing distinctive, why would anyone remember you? Finally, you might not know how to maintain relationships. Effective networking isn't just one meeting, it's an ongoing process. Building a strong network requires providing value and staying in touch. So, how do you create a truly effective social network? Keep these points in mind. Quality over quantity. Don't chase countless connections. Focus on linking with the right people. One person who offers valuable information or opportunities is worth more than 100 casual acquaintances. Build a few high-quality relationships instead of a sea of shallow ones. Give value first. Before asking for help, think about what you can offer others: information, resources, or a fresh perspective. When you become a value provider, people naturally want to connect with you. Always learn and improve. Your best social asset is your skills and knowledge. As you become more outstanding, people are drawn to you and seek you out. Use social media wisely, but don't rely on it. Social media is a great tool, but real value relationships often need face-to-face interaction. Use online platforms to stay connected, but create opportunities for in-person meetings. Hone your listening skills. Many people at networking events focus on showing off, forgetting to listen. When you listen, you understand others' needs and find ways to offer value. True networking pros aren't the ones with the most contacts, but those who can mobilize resources when needed. By providing value, learning constantly, and strategizing your relationships, you can build a powerful network that boosts your career and life. By now, you might think you've got it and are ready to act. But hold on, your view of wealth might need a complete overhaul. Many believe hard work alone will make you rich. You think so too, right? Working late every day, even weekends, just earn a bit more. But here's a brutal truth. Those who excel at making money avoid earning it the hard way. Don't believe me? Let me share a true story. A friend of mine used to work for a foreign trade company. He spent all his time contacting clients, sending hundreds of emails, and making dozens of calls daily. He was so exhausted that he'd fall asleep the moment he sat on the subway. You'd think such hard work would earn him big money, right? Wrong. This went on for 6 months until one day. He forgot his phone at the office after hours. When he returned to retrieve it, he was shocked to see a colleague still there, reviewing documents and typing. What crushed him more? This colleague was among the company's average earners. In that moment, he realized the company didn't lack hard workers like him. It lacked people who actually brought him profits. This realization transformed his approach. A few days later, he volunteered for a sales role in South America, a market others avoided due to few clients and large debts. But in just 1 year, he recovered millions of dollars in debts and secured dozens of stable clients. With these 2 achievements, he was promoted to sales director, with an income surpassing 90% of the company's staff. See the difference? While you're slaving away for a bit more cash, true successes are finding ways to create real value. Remember, behind wealth is always value. A common mistake is doing tough jobs like everyone else, but dreaming of getting richer than them. Staying up late, overworking, wake up. You don't need more hours. You need to completely change how you work and think. Why does the employee mindset limit wealth growth? Let me explain some key reasons. Linear income model. Employment offers linear income, while real wealth grows exponentially. Employment trades time for money. 8 hours of work for 8 hours pay. Entrepreneurs or investors, however, earn money even while sleeping, unbound by time. Limited career growth. In most companies, raises have a ceiling. No matter how hard you work, you rarely out-earn your boss. Structural limits make rapid wealth growth tough. Fear of risk. You might fear losing a stable job, avoiding new opportunities. But the biggest risk is not taking risks. Fixed mindset. Long-term employment can foster rigid thinking, resisting new ideas and opportunities, blocking you from spotting or seizing money-making prospects. So, How do you overcome the employee mindset and achieve financial freedom? Keep these in mind. Build multiple income streams. Don't rely solely on salary. Start creating passive income, investing in stocks, affiliate marketing, or an online small business. Your goal is to make money work for you, not work for money. Invest in yourself. The best investment is in you. Constantly learn new skills to boost your market value, especially those generating passive income, like writing, coding, or video production. Create leverage. Seek tasks with leverage. Instead of doing every task yourself, build systems to automate them, creating more value in less time. Think like an entrepreneur. Even as an employee, think like a business owner. How can you create more value for the company, not just complete assigned tasks? This mindset makes you stand out now and prepares you for entrepreneurship later. Redefine work. Don't see work as just a way to earn money, but as a process of creating value. When you focus on value over money, earning becomes easier. Overcoming the employee mindset doesn't mean quitting your job to start a business right away. It's about thinking about how to create more value in your current role. Find ways for your skills and knowledge to have a bigger impact. Only then can you escape the trap of being like a frog in warming water and achieve rapid wealth growth. You might now think you're awake and ready to act, but wait, there's one final, critical barrier: your view of value. Many have a deep-rooted belief that you must always maximize personal gain. Sounds reasonable, but it might be the biggest obstacle to earning big money. Don't believe me? Let me tell you a true story. A female entrepreneur, early in her career, joined a senior colleague to meet an international client. The colleague's English was poor, leading to communication issues, and she stepped in to save the day. The client was so impressed that they insisted on working directly with her from then on. Sounds like a great opportunity, right? But the story doesn't end there. This client, initially developed by her colleague, hadn't secured any orders in a year. After she took over, they purchased products worth millions of dollars. The boss, thrilled, decided to split the commission 50-50 as a reward. Based on the commission rate, she could have pocketed about $40,000. But what happened next shocked everyone. She didn't take a cent. She gave the entire commission to her colleague, telling the boss the client was nurtured by him, and she only finalized the deal. You might think she was foolish, right? But hold on, the story continues. After this, her colleague frequently sought her out for collaboration and referred his clients to her. Later, when she left to start her own business, the resources he provided alone brought her millions in profits. See the difference? While you're fussing over small gains, true masters are strategizing for bigger wins. Renowned entrepreneur Kazuo Inamori once said the most valuable asset is a heart that cares for others. This isn't just noble ethics, it's practical business wisdom. Human relationships are mutual. Nobody wants to work with selfish people or those who nickel and dime every benefit. Benefits should be shared, not hoarded. When you let others gain, you're securing long-term rewards for yourself. If you're still calculating short-term gains and losses, wake up. You don't need to keep score. You need to broaden your vision and think bigger. How do you shift your value perspective for greater success in business? Here are some tips. Put yourself in others' shoes. Before deciding, consider the other party's perspective. This helps you understand their needs and opens more collaboration opportunities. Think long-term. Don't focus on immediate gains. Consider long-term benefits. Sometimes short-term concessions lead to massive rewards, like the entrepreneur who gave up $40,000 but gained millions later. Build trust. In business, trust is the most precious asset. When you show honesty and reliability, people are eager to work with you, offering opportunities far outweighing short-term gains. Create win-win situations. Don't just think about taking from others. Find ways to create value for both sides. When you add value for others, your own value rises. Keep learning and growing. Stay open-minded, absorb new knowledge, and embrace new perspectives. This helps you find more opportunities and stay competitive in a fast-changing business world. Rebuilding your value perspective isn't quick. It takes time, and you might face setbacks. But only by going through this can you break your limits and reach new heights. You now know the invisible barriers stopping you from earning big money and how to overcome them by reshaping your life perspectives. But knowing isn't enough. Real change demands immediate action. Start by reviewing your network, changing how you work, and adjusting your values. Don't get caught up in pointless matters. Pour all your energy into what truly matters. And one last crucial reminder: true strength isn't about working harder at trivial things, but focusing on what's genuinely valuable. A friend of mine, a young entrepreneur in the city, once ate at a street food stall and was falsely accused of not paying $40. It led to a fight with the owner and 4 staff members. He ended up in the hospital with 18 stitches, fined $120 for causing a disturbance. Did he win? No, he lost badly. Not just injured and fined, but he wasted precious time and energy. But the story doesn't end there. Years later, now the head of a publicly listed company, he ate at a fancy restaurant and was mistakenly thought to have skipped the bill. Guess what he did? He apologized, paid again, and left quickly. Why the change? He later shared, "It's not that I don't care about money anymore. Back then, $40 was a day's work. Now, the time I'd spend arguing could earn me far more meals." See the difference? Successful people don't just know how to make money. They know to avoid wasting time and energy on worthless fights. The wisest way for adults to live is to work hard at earning money, but let go of meaningless disputes. Don't squander your precious time on arguments, petty calculations, or useless complaints. These don't solve problems. They drain your energy and hinder your progress. Instead, use that time and energy to improve yourself and create value. Only then can you stand out in fierce competition and achieve your financial dreams. Change is painful. You might lose friends, face misunderstanding from colleagues, or encounter temporary setbacks. But trust me, it's worth it. Only by enduring this can you surpass your limits and make a quantum leap. Someone once said wealth accumulation isn't linear. Many only start earning big after certain experiences, working hard but getting fired, struggling endlessly, or toiling late nights only to fail. The greatest value of these experiences is shattering old perspectives. You can't build without breaking. Only through the pain of dismantling old beliefs can you transform and soar. Dear friend, you now know the invisible barriers blocking your path to big money and how to overcome them by restructuring your outlook. But knowing isn't enough. Real change requires immediate action. The world never betrays those who dare to change and keep pushing forward. Your future is in your hands. From now on, review your network, rethink your work, and realign your values. Don't get tangled in nonsense. Devote all your energy to what truly matters. Believe me, when you do this, you'll realize that the dream of wealth, once seemingly out of reach, isn't so far off. To sum up today's content, life's winners aren't those who avoid wasting a shred of energy on the past, but those who channel all their strength into the battles that matter. It's time to act. Start crafting your own legend. Time is always there, but opportunities to make money don't wait. Years from now, you'll forget the unhappy stories, but you'll thank yourself for working tirelessly. Wishing you smooth sailing on your journey to wealth. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this content valuable, share it with friends and family. Follow me for more money secrets. Goodbye and see you next time.